Well, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, welcome. I am the Garden and Worm Lady, and I am back from my Bigfoot hunting trip. Of course, I didn't see Bigfoot. I think someone told him I was coming, so he hid. So anyway, I want to check on the bin that has the red wiggler babies, and let's see how they're doing. And then I'm going to feed them a little, and you'll do that with me. So I have not looked at them. I always open these things with you because if I'm going to be surprised, I want you to be surprised with me. So I always put bubble wrap to cover my bins, and I never overlap the bubble wrap like that on either side, because then you're going to suffocate them, and that's the last thing you want to do. So I've been doing bubble wrap for years, and I noticed that it does keep the moisture in. But what I am noticing right now, and I don't know if you can see it, this is pure castings. So my daughter is also raising worms in her kitchen because she cooks, and she asked me, how do I know what the castings look like? And I told her, when you see the castings, you'll just know. It looks like spent coffee grinds. It's the best way I could explain it, but they'll be really black. And look, there's little things growing here. So as you can see, these guys need to be moved out of here, or they need fresh bedding. So it's time to harvest. Look. Those are pure castings. See, you can kind of tell. They'll also look, castings looks kind of crumbly, and that's how you'll know. These things that grow here are just extra things that I put in here. So I'm a worm farmer that doesn't feed only corn. Like a lot of worm farmers will just feed corn. I give my worms everything because I think that their castings comes out like a superior product. It just does. Plus, it gives them a balance in nutrients and minerals. You feed only corn, you know, you're only going to get so much out of that. So let's mix this up. There's tons of young worms in here. So these worms are red wigglers, Hesenia fetida, and I don't have any blue worms in here. I don't have any other worm in here. So when I see that I have pure castings like that, I just give it a good fluff because it's good to get some oxygen in here. And you'll know you have red wigglers when you'll see that little yellow tail at the end. See the coloring? That's a red wiggler. Red wigglers are not big worms. They're not. But their ability to compost, I feel, is superior to other worms. Now, there are other worms that compost wonderful, like European night crawlers and African night crawlers. But the red wiggler, it just has the ability to go through organic matter, your food scraps, manure, straw, pine shavings, like I've never seen. They are definitely a small worm with a mighty appetite. So before we go any further, press that subscribe button, give me the thumbs up, share with family and friends, and watch my videos. YouTube really likes that. Plus, I'm doing this full time now. I need the help. People ask me, you know, why do you do this full time? It doesn't produce like a whole lot. I'm not getting rich over this. And I tell them it's because I love it. And you just have to do things you love. And I've been doing this 22 years. In January, it'll be 23 years. And, you know, I'm still going. I'm still going. So, yeah. So, I'm going to give them one more feeding. I have a banana around here. And what in the world was this? Well, I don't remember. Sometimes when you put things in your worm bin and you go back, and I know other worm farmers have said this on video. I think Anne from, gosh, what the hell is the name of her channel? I watch it all the time. Sometimes I have a brain fog, guys. Sometimes you'll put things like this in and you come back and then you look at it and you're like, what the heck was that? Like, you forget, because you feed several bins and I feed all kinds of different things. So sometimes I'm not even sure. So yeah, but they're doing well. They're growing up. These are young worms. I don't see cocoons yet, but in my opinion, they are not at the age yet of multiplying. They will be very soon though, because they're getting big. And like this young guy, you know, I'm starting to see a little clitellum. And the clitellum is that little band where the cocoon comes out of. So I'm going to give them one more feeding, and then I'm going to start drying this out, and we're going to have to divide them or sell them. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. My best time to sell worms and ship worms is through the fall, winter, through spring. The summer, I usually stop it. It's very hard on the worms, and it's hard on me. I just don't like putting them through that. So when I feed any food scrap, I always bury it, because if you don't, it can produce flying insects, and that's the last thing you want. So I have some lettuce here that kind of put in the back of the fridge, and I kind of forgot about it. Even though I cook every day, I just didn't see it. So we're not going to eat it. So the worms will love this. And let's cover it up. And they will enjoy this. So I have one row here. So then I'm going to do 3. I think that I have enough worms in here to handle it. Never do this if you have only a little bit of worms, because they're not going to be able to keep up. And what you're going to do is create a giant mess. But I have these 3 bags in here that are just horrible. See, they're kind of slimy. But you see, these bags of lettuce have like a little bit of everything in it. And it'll be wonderful for the worms. So did you guys miss me? I've been, I upgraded my hermit crab tank to a Hobbit theme. You let me know down below if you want to see it. All right. So we're feeding them. All right. So let's cover this. It is the first week of August. And then we're going to check on them. When that's done, I'm definitely going to dry this bin out. And then we're going to do a harvest. And then I'll probably set them up over there somewhere. And we'll keep up on this. Let's cover it well so I don't get any flying insects. And if I do, you all know that have been here long enough, know how I handle that. So it's not, I'm not wetting this because this is very wet. And I am going to give them their original bubble wrap plastic bag, because I do see little worms in here. And I want to make sure they just go back to what they were doing. There we go. So anyway, guys, it is Friday. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.